Hello students, today we will discuss the next topic, that is nutrition in living organisms, animals and man, part 3. In part 1 and 2 we have discussed so many points regarding nutrition in living organisms. So today we will mainly discuss about human digestive system and the process of digestion. Here in this picture you are able to see the human digestive system. In this picture parts are some parts are given here along with some associate glands. So we will discuss about this. Parts of human digestive system. The alimentary canal is made up of following body parts: buccal cavity, food pipe or esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. Besides these parts, there are a number of glands associated with the alimentary canal which play their roles in the process of digestion of food. The salivary glands, pancreas and the liver are the three main such glands. The alimentary canal along with these associated glands form the overall digestive system. We now look at the specific function of the different parts of the digestive system. Now starting from mouth and buccal cavity. Food is taken in through the mouth from where it goes into the buccal cavity. Buccal cavity contains teeth, tongue and salivary glands. The different types of teeth performs different functions. Incisors are used for cutting the food. Canines are used for tearing the food. Premolars and molars are used for grinding the food. The tongue helps in mixing up of saliva with food and also in swallowing the food. In the picture, you can easily observe the different position of different types of teeth. Next, about the food pipe or esophagus. It is a long, narrow and muscular tube that connects the buccal cavity to the stomach. Food that has been chewed in the mouth is pushed downward into the food pipe. The food moves to the stomach due to the movement of the muscles present in the walls of the food pipe, and this is called peristalsis movement. Next, about the stomach. It is a thick-walled sac-like muscular organ. It receives food from the esophagus and passes it into the small intestine. The inner lining of the stomach has gastric juices which contains mucus, hydrochloric acid and enzymes. This mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach. The hydrochloric acid kills bacteria and provides acidic medium for digestion of food. Enzymes break down proteins to simpler substances like amino acids. Next, about the small intestine. It is a coiled structure about 6 to 7 meters long. The food gets completely digested here. The digestion of food takes place with the help of three types of secretion. First, secretions from liver. It is the largest gland in the human body which secretes bile juice. The bile juice is stored in gallbladder and helps in digestion of food. Second, secretions from pancreas. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice which acts on carbohydrates, proteins and fats and breaks them into simpler forms. Third one is secretions from the small intestine. The inner walls of the small intestine secretes intestinal juice which helps in the digestion of food, proteins and fat. Absorption of food in small intestine. The inner walls of the small intestine absorbs the digested food. It has a number of finger-like projections called villi. The villi increases the effective surface area for absorption of food. This absorbed food is passed to blood vessels present in the villi. The food thus transported to all parts of the body via the blood. It is used to produce energy and to build complex substances required by the body. This process is called assimilation. Now about the large intestine. It is a wider and shorter than small intestine, about 1.5 meters in length. The undigested and unabsorbed food enters the large intestine. The excess water from the undigested food is absorbed here. Then the undigested waste passes to the rectum and is stored there as fecal matter, which is eliminated through the anus, and this process is called egestion. Now summary, what we learned? We learned that in the mouth, food breaks into small particles with the help of teeth and tongue and gets moistened due to the secretion of saliva from the salivary gland. The food pipe or esophagus transports food from mouth to stomach. In the stomach, food gets partially digested due to the action of different enzymes. In the small intestine, the food gets completely digested. And from the last part of large intestine, that is anus, the undigested food gets eliminated as feces. So students, this is all about human digestive system and the process of digestion of food. Thank you. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel.